For us in the continuing education area, education is not linear. Each education pathway for each student is very different. You could be going away from your education for a little while and then coming back. Academic upgrading for students that are coming back to university that may be missing some of the admission requirements. They take, for example, biology 30, they take English 30, and then they could be upgrading their grades in order to meet the admission requirements in the Bachelor of Science, could be nursing, any of the other faculties that we have at MacEwan. What makes MacEwan different for an upgrading student would be that you're already in a post-secondary environment. So if their goal program is nursing or Faculty of Science, they're already then familiar with the structure. The whole ecosystem that we have at MacEwan then would be more beneficial to those students because they're already in the environment. So the transition is more seamless for them and it's easier for the students.
It's a community where the instructors, the counselors really do get to know the students, and we want people to succeed.
We've been here for so long together that we understand the needs of our students really, really well. And I think that coming back to school can be really scary and daunting, and having teachers who are patient and willing to walk students through the process is really, really valuable.
Some of the students that we have are people who didn't have the best experiences in high school. They didn't achieve the grades that they had wanted to, and maybe they weren't at a time in their lives that they were able to do well, and now they're a little bit older, a little bit more mature, and they can come and take a look at some of these things that they thought were so hard the first time, and now they look back at it and they're like, what? This is actually fun, this is interesting, I understand it, and I get it. And those are these wonderful moments, because then it gives me that reassurance that I'm making a difference in people's lives and allowing them to be able to then realize that they can go on to those next steps. Because those next steps feel hard, but if they've been able to see that what seemed hard in the past is okay and is actually fun, then they can see that for their future too.
For the academic upgrading, one thing that we're trying for the fall 26 intake is that we have a pathway. So a pathway means that the student would then apply to the Bachelor of Science, for example, and if they're still missing one of the requirements, they would then be accepted into the Bachelor of Science conditionally, and then they would come into our upgrading program in order to take the missing things that it could be. They don't need to apply again, so the student then just applies to their goal program, and then it will get flagged on the admission side that they might be missing something, and then they would come into upgrading in order to take that course that they're missing. Lifelong learning is what we do at a School of Continuing Education.